turning dust to gold. Every crop I keep, hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch, turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I rise. Tampa, queen of the creek, built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep, turning dust to gold.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi,
How you doing, my Renaissance? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
You
Hey,
you
Happy Mac, what it do? What's up, Mike?
you low, but I hear you. Oh,
Oh,
that's just my thing, I guess.
oh.
Hey, Happy Mac and Mike.
I hope everybody's doing good out there. That doggone thing is bright. Okay, maybe that'll be better. Whoa. Look, that was too high. Everybody, welcome in to Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. This is my Renaissance grandma. My Renaissance grandma. Tell everybody about your lovely channel.
My lovely channel is just that. It's lovely. It has some lovely growing hydroponic food. It has a lovely outdoor garden that will be happening in a month or so. I I do some cooking, some vegan cooking, and I sell products that make you look good, feel good, and smell good.
Oh, snapper doodles. I'm trying to do something. So uh bear with me.
We bearing with you. It's just the 3 of us in here. But I'm
Okay.
sure you got somebody lurking. Well, I'm surprised I can hear you because I forgot to turn off YouTube. Okay. Thank you, Happy Mac.
Okay. So
Hey, Shawnee Groves, welcome in. She's a lurking.
hey.
Lurk as you will, dear.
Hey Shani, how you doing? If anybody wants to come up and join tonight's discussion on steps to be prepared or steps to get prepared, or how about this? Power about to get shut down in some states. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I got a video clip that I want to show, but I'm not on my laptop. So I wonder how can I show it? Can I just show it from my phone?
You can. Probably won't be all that great.
I know. So maybe I need to log into my laptop.
Girl, you know I don't know nothing about that.
I
I'm
know,
still an amateur.
but kids give me my table so I can log on in my laptop.
I'm still an amateur.
Uh, okay. Oh, bear with me, guys.
Hey,
Hold
Breeze
on.
Omega, welcome in.
What's up, Breeze? My Renaissance. Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Talk to the people. Okay, people. Hey, cousin Angela, welcome in. You was all eating goat curry, huh? Yum. Uh, yeah, them the only two. Okay, so we're still talking about things to do, trying to help one another out. I tried to be good and drink lemon water and be happy about it. I was not happy until I added an obnoxious amount of money. And I get it. I just hate that I can't even enjoy. I used to drink lemon water that's how I started my morning off every day at work. Then I realized that's why my stomach was hurting every morning at work. So once I found that out, I just hated it because I enjoyed my lemon water every morning. And then my next drink would be a herbal tea. And then I found out the herbal tea was also making my stomach hurt. Hence why I make my own tea. But when I think about it, I say, wait a minute. Now, the herbal tea in the store, is it not made from the same herbs that we purchase? Because I cannot drink tea bags from the store, herbal tea bags. But I could drink herbs out of the bag, putting it into my little thing and making my own tea. That just sounds crazy to me, but that's the way it is. I can drink leaf tea, making it at home from my garden, but I cannot drink tea bags from the store. Yeah, probably not. Oh no. Oh my God. Did something happen? We saying, oh my God. So Mike, you and them darn squirrels. What your plant, Shawnee? At Mike's Chaotic Garden from Shawnee. Mullein, mugwort, lavender, larkspur, and rudbeckia. Never heard of rudbeckia. Oh wait, I forgot to open up my.
Oh, okay. I think I'm ready. Oh, okay, I think I'm ready. What was y'all saying?
I was just reading the. I was just reading the chat.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna Hagar 99. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. I'm trying to send what my Renaissance sent me to my email, so we
Hey,
can play.
Cece. Hi, Garden 99.
Hey,
Yeah,
CC.
Garden 99. Something has to be in it because I cannot drink from a tea bag unless it's my tea bag.
Talking about like store-bought tea bags.
Yeah, and I might still have it. I had tons of tea because I'm a tea lover, and it was just painful. So I would still make tea for family and all of that, but I had so much tea because I know I love tea, but it was not good to me. And in my mind, I'm going herbal. That should be good. No, not good. But as you all see, I enjoy my herbs from my garden every day. Hey, Rudy. Hi, Sylvia.
Hey,
Welcome in.
Sylvia.
Joshua, welcome in.
How's everybody doing? Okay, let me open up another tab. Open up another tab.
See, at least you know how to do that fancy stuff. No, I don't know how to do that. I just got my utility bill today, made me ugly. Mine last month.
Hey,
No,
Homestead Rachel.
last month made me ugly.
Bree said, "What I'm trying to do? I'm trying to open up another tab."
And as you all heard today, those electric bills are going to get higher. And it's summer coming, and it's going to be hot, and you know those air conditions are going to be blowing. So you all, honey, woo, Lord, like I say, you pray for me, and I pray for you, and we're going to have to watch God change things because we don't know what dark hole is ahead. You might want to block Rudy. He's having issues. Uh-oh.
Gotcha, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Got you, Mike. Hold on 1 second. Okay, is this what you sent me? Was it 22 minutes long, my Renaissance?
I don't know, but you don't have to play the whole thing. I didn't know you was gonna play it on here.
Yeah.
But I was just giving it to you for your own FYI. But yeah, if you play it, you could just play it to the point where he's done talking. And then when they go to the rest of the regular news, you can cut it thin.
Okay, hold on.
That's why I got solar. I understand, Breeze Omega. And Mike says his other channel was kicked off YouTube for flashing his. Okay, let's keep it real. Oh no, that's not the one. I mean, he's talking about it as well, but
Okay.
I thought you was trying to find the ones from Canada.
I thought that was the one you sent.
Oh no, he's from Canada, but he's just bringing up the awareness as
shoot,
well.
it's this one right there. Hold on, I sent the wrong one to myself.
I didn't know that, Mike. I mean, I knew he was that's why I was telling Tampa the last time he kept asking to come up, and I was like, no, but I didn't know he did stuff like that. My God. We have 150,000 homes that are powered by, oh my God. So you either in New York, Michigan, or Minnesota. Right, Shannon Grove? You in one of those three?
Okay, let me see. I think I sent the right one.
Hi, Country Hustle. Mike throwing them.
Okay, that's not the right one.
Mike throwing about the mention like Uncle Phil.
Hey, Joshua. Okay, let me see. Let's do this one. Let's try it again. Is it this
Hi,
one?
Diversity Love. Welcome in.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, that's him. You got it, girl, with your bad self.
I'm working it. I'm working it, girl.
New tariff threat. Now, President Trump is threatening tariffs on steel and aluminum.
Sound like the speed is
He's pointing
off.
his finger at Derek, shifting timelines, different excuses, chaos, and confusion. It's hurting workers. It's hurting businesses. It's hurting investments, and it's hurting families on both sides of the border.
Yeah, but the speed is off.
That's why
You're supposed to go faster.
Until these tariffs are off the table, until
It's got some interference in it.
on for good, on tariff,
It sounds like it's on the wrong speed. It should be on normal.
back down, causing some tariffs, making last-minute exemptions.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Settings. Speed is on normal.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let me do it like that.
Won't cut it. We need to end the chaos once and for all. We need to sit down, work together, and land a deal that gives businesses the confidence to invest.
Is it too fast?
Yeah.
A deal that gives workers everything they need.
And we just don't understand what he's saying. Hey, girl, Dad, welcome in. Canada is hating on us. I want to visit my people come summer. I just don't want any hassle. I know, but they got good reasons to hate on us. They ain't hating on us personally, but yeah, we are part of it.
Their threats. Now, President Trump is threatening tariffs on steel and aluminum. He's pointing his finger at dairy and lumber, shifting timelines.
What about that, my Renaissance?
Different excuses, chaos, and confusion.
I think let that play and see if they can hear it.
Businesses. It's hurting investments, and it's hurting families on both sides of the border.
Shoot.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay, let me go back then.
For weeks now, we've been faced with so much uncertainty coming from President Trump. Each day brings new tariff threats. Now, President Trump is threatening tariffs on steel and aluminum. He's pointing his finger at dairy and lumber, shifting timelines, different excuses, chaos, and confusion. It's hurting workers, it's hurting businesses, it's hurting investments, and it's hurting families on both sides of the border. It needs to end. That's why I've been crystal clear. Until these tariffs are off the table, until the threat of tariffs is gone for good, Ontario will not relent. We will not back down, pausing some tariffs, making last-minute exemptions. It won't cut it. We need to end the chaos once and for all. We need to sit down, work together, and land a fair deal. A deal that gives businesses the confidence to invest. A deal that gives workers the security they need and deserve. Until then, Ontario will keep up the fight. We will apply maximum pressure to maximize our leverage. That's why today we're moving forward with a 25% surcharge on electricity exports. For the 1.5 million American homes and businesses that Ontario powers, homes and businesses in Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. This surcharge will cost families and businesses in these states up to $400,000 each and every single day. On an average, this will add around $100 per month to the bills of hardworking Americans. Let me be clear. I will not hesitate to increase this charge. If necessary, if the United States escalates, I will not hesitate to shut the electricity off completely. Believe me when I say I do not want to do this. I feel terrible for the American people because it's not the American people who started this trade war. It's one person who's responsible. That's President Trump. I'd rather be working together. I want to sell the U.S. more energy, more electricity, more critical minerals. I want to make Canada and the United States the richest, most successful, safest, most secure two countries on the planet. But as Premier, my number one job is to protect the people of Ontario and in hand protect the people of Canada. I will do whatever it takes. I will fight like I've never fought before to protect Ontario. Friends, none of this makes sense. Costly tariffs against your closest friends and allies do not make sense. The U.S. markets have lost trillions in value. Companies are second-guessing investments into the American economy. American workers' jobs are at risk as we speak right now. Cost of hard-working American families will only go up. It doesn't have to be this way. We are stronger when we work together. I hope we can get back to working together, creating jobs, growing our economies, lowering costs for families in both countries. We don't get there by easing up. We will remain strong. We will be relentless. We will do whatever it takes to protect Ontario.
In addition to these new retaliatory
Okay, you can turn it off.
tariffs from China, Canada's tariffs on the U.S.
Well, I know you all probably couldn't hear that good, but the you can read it. It was up there for you to read the captions.
So, guys, what basically he's saying is he's going to cut the power to New York,
Michigan and Minnesota.
and Minnesota. He's going to cut those powers. So, my question to you all, what y'all got prepared? What you going to do if this happens? A lot of people think people are blowing smoke. January the... When was it? The January the 20th?
Oh, when all this started?
Yeah. And what's the day?
The
11th, the 10th of March.
oh.
Guys, we got to wake up. But hey, Virginia Bushcrafter, welcome in. If anybody wants to come up and join the live, I welcome you. Guys.
Right, Virginia Bushcrafter. He said, stay away from New York.
Exactly.
You're right, Mike. We hit them for no reason. You're right. I'm surprised Ford is saying this. He's a conservative. Who is Ford? The man that was talking?
I believe so. That's what happened next week. Hold on, let me go back. Hey, Bayou. What's up, CC?
Hey, Sugar.
Wait a minute, let me go back. This is the most sense I've ever heard him say. I just can't get over him agreeing with
Trudeau.
Well, canary now. Seriously, though, this trade war was stupid and one idiot's fault. What you said? Our solar and wind isn't enough. So they will have to restart the coal and nuclear power. Okay, and cousin Angela says she could understand it. She's Happy Max said, I'm in New York. I'm just grateful it's almost summer.
Yeah, but what happens when you need air?
Exactly.
I think that's well, I don't know if it's worse to freeze or worse to burn up.
I think it's worse to burn.
Yeah, because you can put layers and layers and layers on.
Exactly, the cold. But in the wintertime, in the summertime, no matter what you take off,
it might be easy for those it might be easier for those who are prepared and have solar and have those air conditioners that you can plug into solar and all of that. But how many people you think have that out of those 3 states? And when you listen to what's it called, the other one you played the first time, he broke it down. He said Michigan wouldn't be touched as much. He said Minnesota would be touched a little bit more. And he said New York, because he's in New York, he said Happy Mac was in there when he was on. So she heard him say, yeah, he said they just lost hope.
Shauna said an individual I know will use solar battery banks and dual fuel generations if need be.
Yeah.
Everybody's speaking. New York has Sands Point for nuclear.
What that mean?
Breeze, what that mean? I'm like you. What that mean? I'm serious. What does that mean? It ain't fair.
He said worse to freeze.
Yeah, Homestead of Rachel said it would be terrific if I lived in one of those states. They are all very cold at this time of the year.
Yep. If you was in one of them warms, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, because I wouldn't want to be, even though Arizona is not a part of it, I wouldn't want to be in Arizona without an air conditioner.
Not at all. Not at all. California, Texas, not at all.
Hi, Homestead of Rachel. Welcome in. I'm doing well, thank you.
CC said it's worse to freeze. Now, I don't know, because we can wrap up in blankets, put on onesies, put on thermal socks. We can put on some stuff to warm these bones up. But not in no heat, baby. Yes, I was about to unplug everything on mine. Hey, Ann, welcome in.
Hey, LG.
We'll be fine.
Ann. Welcome in, ladies.
LG said we cold in New York. Cousin talking to Happy Mac. I'm from Long Island. We have our own grid.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So I'm believing it's just the people that's hooked to their grid.
Yeah, it's just those 3 states.
Yeah. True, I'm blowing all my money. I don't have a 10 solar panel. They'll be here next week. Okay.
All right.
Oh, snap-a-doodle Happy Mac. Meaning New York has power. Okay. Hey, Angela Calloway, how you doing?
Hey, Angela, welcome in.
Breeze.
Yeah, they got power now, of course. They talking about once they get through going, because he's still trying to talk some sense. And he's starting off with just the tariffs, like he said. And when you just read it on there, it'll cost $400,000 a day, 100 per household a month extra. And then if they still run into friction, that's when he's turning it completely off. So there are some steps that he's going to take before he's talking about. And if he just piss him off, I mean, you know how that road, how it goes, honey.
That's true. Breeze, that may be true, but bet you they raise costs claiming this is an excuse. You don't want to be anywhere you need AC. Well, folks ain't got no choice. I mean, if you in these hot states and something happened to the grid, what you gonna do? Wait a minute, everybody's speaking. I just have to offset my utility costs. The prices are just gonna get worse.
Yeah, true.
I noticed that gas been going down here. Like I got gas for $2.51 the other day.
Really?
$2.51. Wow. So what y'all gas prices is, or what y'all seeing now? Are y'all gas going down?
No, ours went up. Ours is $2.99.
Oh, what was it at first?
$2.80 something.
Wow. Wanda, hey, everybody speaking.
Wanda, welcome in.
These plants were offline and can be returned to active. New York got a lot of max prisons in New York. They got to have electricity for those killers. Baby.
And you know what? What about the hospitals? I know hospitals run on generators, but how long do those generators run?
I don't even know.
That's the thing that gets me. I mean, are we talking about taking lives by, this war going back and forth if you turn off electricity? And I mean, it's not just the hospital, it's going to be the people too, but people be on ventilators and breathing, oxygen and all of this.
That's something to think about. Arizona heat is dry heat. Trust me, it's not bad compared to the heat down south. Yeah, Arizona heat is tolerable. All you got to do is sit in the shade, and when there's triple digits, you'll be fine.
Really?
I don't know, because Arizona dry. What happens when the water run out?
Oh, yeah. That's another thing you have to worry about, those states that run out of water.
Fact, if your grid, if your water is hooked to the grid, those pumps, and they shut that grid down, how are you gonna get water? Are you prepared to have water? Are you collecting water? What are you doing in these steps just in case? And can't nobody tell me what's not gonna happen. Don't nobody know that.
Nope, we sure don't.
No, stop asking for stuff.
We do not know.
I have been training myself to tolerate the heat here. I grew up without AC. We are all spoiled by AC. Sylvia, believe it or not, I know what you mean, because back in the day, we was outside for hours. We didn't care about no air back in the day, because we were kids and we had
that one window fan, and it did. But then again, remember back in the day, I know these older ones know. Remember those attic fans? Baby, that attic fan would blow you off your feet. That thing was no joke. You felt like you had air with an attic fan. I don't still hear much about attic fans anymore.
I remember when we used to take the window and open it up and turn that box fan and turn it around.
Turn it around,
yeah. I remember that.
That didn't work all the time though, because as I got older, it did when I was younger, because I remember we did that. So when I got older, I tried that, baby. I about suffocated.
Hey, Diversity Love. She LG said, in New York, the nursing homes will suffer. CC said they gas $2.46.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Y'all need to watch Roland Martin. Can you explain what their plan is? They want to break us economically so they can move people out.
Yeah.
Do you watch Roland Martin? Is he on YouTube? Okay, I'm gonna have to take a picture of that one. Let me take a picture so I can remember. So even if you're not on Canadian Power, you will pay more in utilities over this nonsense. And that's what the guy was saying in that video clip.
Absolutely.
It's not it's not the citizens' fault, but they're gonna suffer. He even said that they was gonna suffer. So
you're right. He said it out of his own mouth when they was questioning him. He go like, well, it's gonna be a little bit of, you're gonna be uncomfortable. It's go.
Yeah, 2:30 in Virginia, $273 in New York.
I
Dang.
cannot believe y'all gas that low.
And this Lord in Missouri, wow. Our utilities have already doubled over the last 5 years. Our gasoline is $3.15. Ooh.
Wow.
What's up, Jax? $2.85 in Georgia. Close to $5. Oh,
Ooh, she must be in California.
She in California. Arizona would actually be perfect place to be. Trust you guys got to be here to know the difference. I said the same thing too before living here.
Well, I've heard both ways. I've heard people say that same thing, that because they have like a dry heat or whatever. But then I've just seen people that made videos and they were walking and they were just praying, and as they was walking and sweat was running down everywhere. And they was like, Lord, why it got to be so hot?
Man,
I've heard both ways, but I've heard, still, I would still be concerned about the water as well.
Happy Max at hospital, old folks home, Breeze, they are firing all the experts who gonna run this plant. Wow. C-Pop 2. Angie said it's $3.11 for premium in Alabama. Ooh, wait.
Wow.
Okay, so the bushcrafter said, but this is my question. Haven't Mexico and Canada been reaping U.S. a new butthole for years? Yes or no? I just want to know. Now, Renaissance?
I have no idea.
Jax, can you answer that question?
I heard they were, and whether they did or not, to solve the problem is not to kill a bunch of people. And I have heard that that they have been swindling us, getting, making fools out of us financially. I've heard tons of that, and I get it. But my thing is, to solve a problem is not to kill millions of people.
True. Hey, L Fish, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. LGG said that's what the red state wanted. They willing to take lives to make America great again.
Yeah.
I want to know when it was great.
Hey, Deborah Garrett, welcome in.
Hey, Deborah. Bayou said there's water resources in Arizona. Deserts have water.
Well, they just substituting the word make it great. That great is not the word they really want to use.
I know.
But I digress.
Don't forget, y'all, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate you coming in. Steps to be prepared. I guess we might need to talk about some steps to be prepared.
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay. Well, I just can read my statement. I ain't even got to give no steps. Being prepared is important because it helps you stay safe, reduce stress, and handle unexpected situations with confidence. Whether it's for emergencies, personal challenges, or long-term goals, preparation gives you a sense of control and readiness. For families, being prepared means having supplies, a plan, and a knowledge to protect loved ones during emergencies like disasters or financial hardships. In daily life, preparation helps you navigate obstacles, stay resilient, and keep moving forward, aligning perfectly with your, just keep going and don't give up. Okay.
Hey, Jags, welcome in.
What's up, Jags? Safety and security. When someone talks about safety and security, what comes to mind? What would you say would come to mind? Hey, Sylvia, if you're a gardener, you should already be catching and retaining water.
Can somebody explain to me why there is a law for not being able to catch water? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what did they say the reason is for somebody to put a container out and catch some water. So I've heard it, but I just want to know what's the theory behind it, why you can't do that. Wait a minute. What did she say about attic fans?
Attic fans will have you cold at night. You
Yep.
had to turn that thing off.
Yeah.
He said when our water was shut down, we had to go to the apartment's pool to get water to flush toilets. Wow.
Yeah.
Bree said.
Okay.
Yeah, hey TLC, how you doing? I don't care. Breeze went in.
Hey TLC, welcome in.
Yes, Roland Martin is on YT. See, Rachel said I paid
Woo, that's a
$2
good gas.
some
Wow, we just getting ripped off here.
Mine was $2.51. Yes, we watch Roland, okay. But with no EPA or rules, we will get acid rain back, so that catchment water will be useless. Wow. Bree said, y'all should listen, it's ours. Hey, TLC. Okay, when it comes to safety and security, what comes to mind? My Renaissance. Anybody want to ask what comes to mind in a prepping situation?
Well, you mean like safety of your home? What do you mean by?
I'm gonna read it. In emergencies like natural disasters, power outages, financial crisis, etc.
Did that answer my question?
You can drink cactus and camels. What? CC said cactus and camels. That's right, been here. Deborah says 264 there in Oklahoma. Stop the fear mongering. I cannot take dry heat, baby. I can't take no heat. We get the high prices upstate because we're special.
Oh, okay.
Summer Arizona is lush and green and gets snow. Really? I didn't know that. Did you?
What, that it gets snow?
And green.
It gets, well, in certain areas, not in the desert part, but I would imagine where the folks live. Not in the desert, you know, like the regular roads, streets, or whatever. I don't know. I ain't never been to Arizona.
Me neither. I'm old and fat. I'll be sitting in the creek all summer. Come on down here to Lizzie Creek. Hey, Jessica.
I done already told y'all what I'm be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and if you got a fan, once you get wet, and then you hit that wet with that air, that baby. And then hopefully that it goes, it cools down by night. Sometimes it don't really cool down by night, but it cools down, you know, more than it was during the day.
Jig said, I know when you go to the supermarket and you buy your beef, it's labeled from Mexico. Oh, I ain't never been great. Sorry, folks. We are collateral damage. Ooh. Get plenty of wood and candles. Plenty.
Yeah, I wish I could. Ooh, that, you know what? This is so strange.
What's a B.O.B.? Bring your own bottle.
B.O.B. How many of you have one?
Right, Jess. The meat from Mexico is cheaper. Are you sure you're eating meat? You sure that's beef that you're eating? I'm over meat. I can't do it no more. Just because of the hey, Troy, welcome in. Awareness. Thank you. Security and safety. Bree said awareness. Happy Max said money, safety, and security. They white and they say that. Wait a minute. They white and they say something. I love going to Mexico. The cost of living is so low. So I don't see how Mexico is ripping the U.S. off. What diversity say? What does say?
It says riparian rights. These are laws that keep people from manipulating the flow of water to protect ownership rights.
So catching rainwater is manipulating water, the flow of water. Isn't that supposed to be coming from God? So they gonna charge you to catch rainwater? It's illegal to catch rainwater.
Keep them from manipulating the flow. Manipulating the flow of the rain. I'm just so outdone about that. I hope they don't ever try to bring that to all the states.
How you gonna manipulate the rain? What you gonna do? You better not get in no post bucket. You need to go down the river first. Nah. I hate to abandon New York, but I will be going home to New Jersey. Does have an escape plan. What you said?
Yeah, well, everybody need an escape plan.
It's all about control. How are they going to charge you for the city water if you catching your own?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, snap, man.
Yeah.
It is what you said. It's about control. It's about money and power.
Exactly.
Because they can't charge you from the water from the sky, but they can charge you when it comes to the city pipes. Yes, that's true, Jax. Some cities claim it breeds mosquitoes. Baby, mosquitoes been out. And mosquitoes come out even if water around, which is easily fixed by screens or mosquito bites or feeder fish.
Hey, Lisa Harris, welcome in.
Hey, Lisa. TLC said, protecting my family and belonging by any means necessary.
And that's all we could do. I mean, we would never, ever, ever be fully prepared for whatever comes our way.
That's
all
true.
We can do is the best we can do.
I mean, share whatever information you can.
You got to do something and then share your knowledge of what you're doing that can help somebody else. But beyond that, hey, we just sitting ducks.
Do you have to harvest water in a way that's not visible, like pools or underground
troughs?
Are you asking a question, Diversity? Hey. My city banned bird feeders or raising birds by using bird flu as an excuse.
Yep, true that.
Wow. Read again. Collecting water is legal. Contra said collecting water is legal. So what states is it illegal to collect rainwater?
I don't think Texas and California, if I'm not mistaken. You all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure exactly, but I thought it was those two. It may be more, or it may not even be them at all.
Dr. Huss says collecting water in Texas is legal.
Okay, Texas. I thought that was one.
They are trying to remove all the safeguards for the people so big businesses can make more money. The greed is out of control.
That's what I was wondering. That is what I was wondering, if that was the issue, because I couldn't see. But then Mike and a couple of them gave some, things about mosquitoes and all that. So
Happy Max said, in emergency situation, not the things we can't say on here.
Right.
TLC said her gas is $2.95 there.
Okay, so she right up there with me.
Cities find ways to start common sense things.
Yeah.
And Arizona has a diverse climate. Hey, Miss Shirley, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Shirley, welcome in.
Is everything okay with you and the family and the grandbaby and your leg? Was it her leg? No, knee. Knee.
Hey, Cassandra South Fulton, welcome in.
Hey, my beef from Virginia. Got my camp fans to charge off of solar. I just think everybody need to just get is whatever they can get as much as they can when they can, and have some extra avenues and getaway plans as possible.
Yeah,
But
because this has been in talks at least since 2020, maybe the end of 2020. This has been in talks. So
I
you
think
would
mine
think,
started in 2019.
well, you would think people would, like I said, you can never be fully ready, but you should have something to hold you over for a while.
Oh, okay. Now I know what Bree's talking about. A water bomb. You know, the big bag that fills up in your tub.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, what is Breeze talking about? Okay, so everybody. Okay, Breeze. Northern Arizona gets snow. If it just snowed a few days ago, the short time I've been here has shut down all things I was taught. Wow, Bayou. Hey, Lisa. That's how ridiculous greed is, girl. They made laws on rainfall.
ain't that a blip?
Hey, Gail, how you doing? Hey, Lisa. Man,
Hey,
that's just
Gail,
a trip.
welcome in.
So they is like I said, it's just LGG said we collateral damage. Y'all hit the thumbs up. I just don't know. What can you do in a situation that you have no control of?
Exactly. Which is what they want, control the people.
This
is right. We are right where they want us. Yeah.
Okay. As long as there is some humidity in the air, Les showed us how to collect water on the down low.
And like I said, as far as that's concerned, TLC, there are also like if you camping, like say you did have to flee, because a lot of those things are big, but they come in different sizes. Say you did get to flee with your tent. There are some that you can put in your tent, and you know how humid tents get. So, I mean, that's not enough water to live on, but it probably is enough water for you not to die. If you just collecting that little, and it has it written on there exactly how much it collects per day. And like I would think, and because if you ever went camping, you can see the sweat all around tents. So I would think using one of those small ones in a tent would help you get in some water. Now, like I said, not a whole lot of water, but something is better than what?
Nothing. Well, they claim you catching the water stops it from flowing to the navels, which is dumb. Mike, it is dumb, man. It's dumb. I feel like if the rain falls on my roof and yard, it's mine. I wish right. What you saying, Sylvia? If I go outside and it's a bucket I got sit up out there and it's full of water, it's mine because that's my bucket.
So do they go through the neighborhoods checking everybody's yard for water?
I guess.
Checking every patio, checking every whatever.
When the water meters aren't running, they got to charge someone.
Yeah, and it's not like they ain't charging us for a whole lot of other stuff.
Gail said, thank God they can't charge for the air we breathe, baby. Right. If they could try, they would. It's about abuse. Said Rachel speaking. Shani, hey, Shani, 2003.
Hey, Shani, 2003, welcome in.
How you doing? Bayou said rainwater laws are just another way of trying to control and money. If we all collect our own water, how can they profit? That's all. Trust me, they working on a patent for rainwater. Wow.
But my thing is, unless you up in the what is that, Washington State, that rains almost every day. It's not like we're gonna make some big old, deal out of the little rain we get. And sometimes we get a rain and it may last 5 days straight, and we may not see another rain for a month. So I mean, come on now. It ain't like we able to collect all that kind of water to like tap into your budget.
So if I had a 3-acre lake on my property that rain done fell up in it, you telling me I can't collect that water in case of an emergency?
You can do that. You can retrieve it from there. You can't do it personally on your property.
But that's my property.
I mean, but it's already being collected. Yeah. I mean, if it's your property, then you can. I don't know if that law for Texas, does that also for farmers? I wouldn't think that was for farmers, is it?
I don't know, because if I go out there and be like,
I don't know, tell me.
Look, if I go out there and be like Eco, my Renaissance, and dig me a pond, a big old hole, and put some plastic in it and start collecting water, you gonna tell me I can't do that?
That's why it's best to find land with water on it.
Yeah, knowing
we
that
don't know what desperate measures going to be.
I know. Knowing that I have everything in place in the case of a natural disaster will bring me peace of mind while everybody else is panicking. Remember C-19. But guess what? C-19 ain't the last of it because they got something else coming out.
Yeah.
And they done said it out of their mouth. C-19 was a test. Something else is coming. What that something else is, we don't know. They will try, Gail. I know with the air, they will try. They already charge you for the oxygen and ventilator machines at the hospital.
BiPAP and all of that. You got to pay for all of that.
All of it. So, baby, climate change did not have to happen. If they did not hold the water and cut down all the trees, we would have been fine. And that's what they fail to realize. We need those trees.
Yeah,
we need those trees, but yet every time you look around, just in this city alone, they're throwing up buildings, apartments, houses, communities, other businesses. Ain't no trees, but yet you see deers, coyotes, and everything in the neighborhood, and then they mad. What you mad for? You cut down all the trees.
We got all these government officials in all of our states that want us to believe that we vote for them because they're going to help us. But then all these little nicky little rules come out that's keeping us from living our best life. But you're supposed to be helping us. But then you keep putting up all these, can't do that. Nope, can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, they ain't here to help us.
It's crazy.
We used to say back in the day, fight the power. Bree said, y'all acting as if y'all don't get it. They dictating everything. We get it.
We get it. That's why we discussing it.
Exactly.
But you know what? Breeze, trust and believe there are some that haven't got it, which is why we keep having these type of conversations. So no, everybody don't have it.
Man, no beef. Yeah. A
bird
lot of people are clueless. They in la la land trying to figure out what's the next iPhone, next Jordan, next video game coming out, the next date they got. Ooh, girl, I got to meet this man this weekend at the club.
Oh, Lisa, you in Michigan? You got solar panels and flashlights and all of that?
Here in Detroit, Michigan, they charge a fee on our bill called Green Path to charge for the water that God provided. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
With this bird flu, why we don't see dead birds everywhere? Because the bird flu ain't for the birds. It's for the humans.
Fictitious.
It's for the humans. That's why.
Made up.
Bree said it is illegal in Virginia to collect water.
Oh, so Virginia is another state.
Let me see if Indianapolis is. Okay, ask Siri. There I can. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Is it illegal to collect rainwater in the state of Indiana?
Okay, I found this on the web for is it illegal to collect rainwater in the state of Indiana? Check it out.
Check it out.
Rainwater harvesting is legal in Indiana. So we can collect it in Indiana. California, home of the straight jacket, can't collect rainwater. Wow.
Oh yeah, California. Yeah.
Baby, they ought to be able to let them folks collect rainfall. I mean, rainwater as many rain fires. I mean, fires they be setting. That man sat there and said, "This wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have set the fires." You said that on national TV, really? So a lot of this stuff these people do on purpose.
Find videos on how to make things and download them while we still have them. Pew pews, big bangs, fuel power, etc.
Yeah, that's true. And if you can't find nothing to download, you better go get you some books. They got plenty of them. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? I'm behind, ain't I? That's why I say I don't got a bird feeder. It's a squirrel feeder. I don't want to see anyone unalive, but why the heck should USA keep subsidizing all these other countries? They are just taking money right out of our pocket. They need to pay their fair share. Well, I was in the car today with a passenger that said the only reason why they over here because the US dollar takes them a long way over there in their country. So they comes over here and work and send all of that money back to their families over there in them other countries. They ain't over here because they want to be a part of this. They over here to get as much as they can and ship back over there to their countries. And then when it's time for them to go, they going on back over there.
And that's all of them. All them foreigners. That's what they all do.
Bird feeder not allowed. Miss Shirley said knee swelling, got ice on it now, but had a decent day. Okay, you got it propped up, Miss Shirley.
She got ice on it because she was in that kitchen slamming up them dishes today. Slamming on that cabbage and sausage and rice and cornbread.
Just do what you do. Cornbread. No one size fit all. What you said. That's the problem. U.S. keep giving handouts. Time to stop that. Because you most definitely can't go over there to no another country and get no handout. I ain't saying it been done. But you got a lot of people leaving the U.S. going over there to them countries saying that the countries is better to stay there than here. Yeah. I said a bug out bag. Yep. I heard that, Breeze. Happy Max said, she talking to Mike. You should have a bag just in case ish hit the fan that you can just grab a little. Exactly. Yeah. Bug out bag. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner.
Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner.
We can take control. I'm making a minority business directory about Apple right now. And then I'm making a big book of culture app right after that. Well, I'm waiting for you to release it because I sure want to see what it's about. It should have 5 days worth of food and water. Okay. Chlorine, iodine, you'll be fine. Learn to purify water. Everybody's speaking because this ain't the 1900s. We don't have to go through them. We have technology and we can go around them and go about our business. That feels wonderful. I feel like we don't have to sit on our hands as well. Right. Okay, what about you say? They do charge for the air you breathe. Ask the folks on ventilators and oxygen tanks.
Yeah, we said that. They ain't BiPAPs and all of them.
Yeah, we said that by you.
Yeah, we named them.
Thank God I have a well on my property also. And I think Jack said he put a hand pump on his just in case. I got a well at the off-site garden. Okay. How much more do they need to tell you? What's up, Miss Jones? How you doing?
Hey, Jones Truth, welcome in.
Oh, he said it's called Disease X. Yeah. When the new thing that's supposed to be coming out, I didn't know what it was called, but I know he said that he must.
There's so much new stuff out, honey. I can't even keep up.
Yep, it's something over in the Congo. They haven't named it yet.
Yep, it's something in the Big C that they haven't named yet either. Because one of them photographers took a picture, baby, that whole ER was loaded. And they said they not telling them nothing about why all of them people there with masks on.
Breeze, I know a lot of stuff going on in this world that they not telling us. And people are always relying on the news when the news is only going to tell you what they want you to know. They're not telling you the truth. All of this stuff that they doing with this tariff and elections and this bull crap is just a distraction about what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm not paying attention to all that. What I want to know is what y'all doing on the right. I ain't worried about the left. Because I know the left is just a distraction. Like this candy that I'm eating. It's just a straight distraction. People don't realize. They got so many people paying attention to the price of eggs. Why XYZ going on over here. People won't wake up. They won't wake up. There has been a pine tree disease here in Mississippi. So many dead pine trees. They say the state has lost over 70 million pine wood. Wow.
Oh, my.
Exactly. Preach, my Renaissance. Well, there you go. Right, still fighting over Jordans. Exactly. And I'm like, man, y'all don't go on. They changed how many chickens we can have from 10 to 2. I'm saying F y'all. I'm having as many as I want.
What, in your community?
I guess in your yard.
From 10 to 2?
Wow. Wow.
Girl, these people are buying, I wish I could. These people buying chickens like nobody's business.
Bree said, y'all got me turned up now. Bree said, fact, like 10 to 2 chickens?
That's a big drop.
How you going to tell somebody what they can have in their backyard?
Because they only want you to get 2 eggs per day instead of 14 eggs per day.
Wow.
Okay, good.
Breathe, because I don't like the woman and I like dudes. That's why my Siri got a dude voice. That woman doggone was irritating me. So I had to change mine to a dude. And he got an attitude too, because when I say, hey Siri. Attitude.
Yep, he's so ghetto.
Yeah. I was like, I can't stand you. I'm just trying to help you.
Hey, P.I., welcome in.
What's up, P.I.? Sylvia, you ain't militant, just on code. Wait a minute.
Don't have a gender.
Ain't nobody asked you what you had. All up in my conversation. Tonight he ain't got no gender. You. Ain't nobody asked you what you didn't have. See, I told you Siri, get my Siri ghetto. Ghetto is all I know. I ain't taking you when we leave this world. You're gonna be right here. Are we aware that the folks behind the scenes been nonstop planning how to take away our rights? Yes. We are aware. Well, I'm aware. Ain't you aware, my Renaissance? But them people back there in them bushes they don't know. Won't pick up a book to save their soul. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Kev.
How you doing? Well, that money should stay here, and they don't be leaving that cap, so I gotta push back. PIA, what you been up to? Do you know America are in countries taking their gold from Africa, diamonds, and uranium? What they say, uranium?
Yeah.
They get a penny on the dollar. Google it. Wow. It's a lot, but folks don't want to read. Those wasn't really handouts. They needed to give that money to them countries because we had interest there, and they were global health issues. If you think us giving not getting, you really wait a minute. If you think us giving and not
getting, you really.
Wow.
Oh, think of where it is.
I think she's saying if you think the U.S. giving and not getting, you.
Yeah. I got that part.
But if they didn't set the fires, how would they line their pockets by forcing folks off their land and only allowing big companies to build giant house projects? Yeah, I believe so, Happy Mac.
It's sad. I mean, I'm very naive to that kind of stuff. I mean, I really am, because I guess I just think, I guess because I do well by people, I just think that that's the way the world goes. So I'm very naive to that, because when I heard about the thing that happened over in Hawaii, what was that they had? Was it fires over there as well? And they was all saying
either it was the fires or the volcano. I said either it was the fires or the volcano or something.
There was a lot of damage a couple of years ago, and they was all saying, oh, they did that intentionally because they wanted to go over there and they wanted that land, and they wanted to go and build something different there. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
And then I started hearing that is what they was doing. I was like,
they did. After that incident happened,
you just don't know what
after that incident happened, they bought a lot of that land over there in Hawaii.
Man, I just, woo, child. I'm just old.
That's why I cooked big, so I don't have to stand on my feet for 2 days.
Yep. Now you got leftovers, baby.
We're doing what we done for centuries. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new. All this stuff has just been done year after generation after generation. Experimentation being done all over the world. Your head will spin.
Oh, I'm sure mine would. Right,
Gail. You can't even rely on the internet anymore. They censor what they want you to. Exactly. People don't care about a hard copy book anymore. The internet can so easily be manipulated. That's true.
Yeah.
Who fighting over Jordans? They cheap as hell. Breeze, people who ain't had them, they in line fighting over them.
And the people who have had them that have to have everyone that comes out
fighting over them. That's been something in the that ain't nothing new. People still fighting over Jordans. Like they ain't got no
about 5 years of those Jordans, and I could get me some land.
Yep. 8 chickens in the freezer. Cousin said she got her 8 chickens in the freezer. The bottom line, power and control. They already have the money, so now they want the power to control. They passed a law a long time ago that kept a man from growing potatoes in his yard because of the Federal Commerce Clause. They didn't want anyone to disrupt the commerce. Wow. That's sad. Just imagine, they tell everybody that's a gardener or a homesteader or a beekeeper or anything that we are, that we can't do it no more. your rights go out the window. What you gonna do then? We never know what these people are planning. And at the end of the day, when SHIT hits the fan, ain't nobody coming for you. Y'all can call it fear. Y'all can call it doomsday. Y'all can call it any word y'all want to use. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save you.
Save me. I'm an old lady. Save me.
Baby, they don't care about no children, no old people, no young folks. They don't care
That is
about
true.
none of it.
That is true.
But I'm so tired of y'all doing these type of videos. I'm so tired of y'all with these doomsday preppers. I'm so sick of this. Ain't nothing about to happen. Oh, I wish it was gone and happened so y'all could stop talking about it.
They probably don't eat them words.
Exactly.
But Lord knows I don't want to see none of it happen.
You and me both.
I just want to live my best life, my best old life. We wait all our life to be sitting up in our rocking chairs,
On our porch,
sipping
sipping on some
gardens, and
lemonade.
now we got all these distractions going on.
Yeah. He do sound bullish. Ishmael. Gail said, I'm crying. He listening like all these other devices. He can listen all he want to.
Yeah.
My series. My series. Baby, mine is too, but he got hood in him. He's so ghetto.
He sure got the hood in them, that's for sure.
Take
My
away,
Siri is turned off.
take
I've
away.
never used Siri. I don't even play that.
I know.
No.
BIA said on the grind, girl. I'm so tired, I can't even think straight. Getting up Ubering every day, I be like, which way am I going? Left or right? I'm so tired, but trying to get in a situation so I can get my stuff in a place or whatever me and my kids gonna do, RVing, whatever. I need to get somewhere so I can start doing some stuff.
Yeah.
You've been doing that. Okay, I know people didn't like to read, but they got apps that are read stuff for you while you are driving or whatever. Get that. Yep, I like reading. And I was listening to a book this morning while I was driving until I picked up my first ride. If you don't like to read, you can even get AI to summarize a book for you. Can't get too dependent on AI.
Can't get too dependent on AI.
Yeah, I'm saying for me, I'm not dependent on internet, AI, nothing. My hands has to touch a book. I've always liked books. I always like resource, know-how-to books. Like, really like knowing how to fix things. So now that I'm in the garden community and the beekeeping community and the herbal community, I've been getting plenty more books. Like, I'm tapping into a new avenue that I ain't never really truly was concerned about. Now that I am into these type of things, I want those books at my hand. But my Renaissance grandmama said, when you got to take your bug out bag and you got to go, you better have you some printouts and take them with you, because you're not gonna be able to take all them books with you if you got to run. It burnt down Oprah and all of them. Yeah, then all online talking about we need your $5. You and The Rock could have funded all that. Why you asking everybody for their $5?
Yeah, I was outdone when I heard that it was true. I was like, boy, I'm just a mess.
I said,
think everybody does good things.
Whatever.
They wouldn't do that. Why would they do something like that?
Those people they all on the news, they were saying people were jumping off the cliffs into the water. Some of those people they couldn't find. It was horrible. And all y'all wanted was those people land. And that's what happened to this U.S. soil. They wanted this soil. They did everything to take it. Because they ain't discovered nothing. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. My bad.
Ooh, what a world. What a world we live in.
But all I can say is, guys, y'all need to at least prepare for something. You know, have something in your house. Or have a getaway plan or whatever you need to have. Because I know State House said y'all better get y'all passports. Y'all better get them.
Right.
Get them.
Yeah, every time I go to the post office, it's a line.
People getting them
These
passports.
people not playing about these passports.
Yeah, they getting them. I've never seen anyone fight over Jordan. If you're not a shoe Jordan type person, you wouldn't probably see it. But it'd be more the younger generations that do that. Some of the old people do it too now. Depends on what type of style of Jordan it is. Diversity, wow, that's deep. Hey, PIA, I'm all behind. Off grid, living, no communication. I want to go and live like the Amish.
Yeah.
Marina's up and start living like the Amish. Bump that mind, because baby, they already living off grid.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Got wheels and what's them little water wheels? You know how that little wheel be turning in the water?
The wind vine.
No, the wheel for the water.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I dropped it, Miss Jones. The truth gon' be the truth. What you said? What's up? Girl, Dad. If they tell me I can't, who is sitting in this dog? Oh, I've been saying, who is sitting in this dog? Don't you flash us?
Hey, Tampa, I was stealthy.
Yeah, I've been like, who is this in this dog? Don't you flash me? I don't want to see your crusty self.
Child,
Miss Jones.
I'm doing fine, child. I'm too old to be talking about flashing anything. How y'all doing?
I'm doing fine.
Doing
My Renaissance
good,
is the one up there
doing
looking
good.
like a beauty queen.
Who?
You?
Oh,
Yeah, she's fabulous today.
She's gorgeous.
Yes,
Her
she's
skin is
fabulous
popping.
today.
Oh, her skin is popping all due to her selling soap, guys. My Renaissance sells soap. You heard the HIV is on the rise since the medication was stopped.
oh.
Wow.
I've heard we've lost some people who they couldn't get their medication with all the cutbacks and all. Girl, this is not human. This is not human. What? This is a third world country. This is what happens in third world countries.
Let me turn my light on.
Not in the biggest.
You see, she said it's going to be 6 times higher by 2030. Oh,
What
baby,
is?
I've been single 4 years, HIV. I've been single 4 years. I'm going to go another 40 years if I got to. I ain't, nope. Oh, I can see you now. Now, what's on your mind? Because you got something to say.
Oh, no, I was just listening to the conversation about the United States is, okay, you know what? A lot of this is oversaturated egos and all this mess that we going through now. The elitists have so much money, they're bored. What comes next after money when you don't want it? Power. So power to control. They're out to control everything and everybody. They have some kind of misguided, corrupt idea of what they think this world should look like. So they want it to look like what they think it should look like. So yeah, everything. My level of trust of the government has completely disappeared. I trust nobody, nothing, no how. Before I do anything, I research it, I look it up. I want to see if you telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm listening to you all, and I'm just sitting here going, yep, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Wow.
It's just crazy out here.
Wow.
It is crazy. Because, my husband and I, we were driving around. We kept wondering. My husband said, Sheila, look. I said, what? He said, why are all these pine trees dying? And I hadn't really paid no attention. I was just concerned about the one in my backyard that I'm afraid going to keel over at any time.
Mhm.
And I decided to look it up. And when I looked it up, because we were driving, he was pointing out all these pine trees dead. I was like, y'all, they doing so much to us. It's affecting the trees, this so-called bird flu. It's mighty funny. The people with the little bit of birds in their backyard running around, they don't have bird flu. It's only the ones where they got them all locked up and they don't ever see the light of day. You can't change what God already had planned that works. I believe that everything we ever need is already in the earth. We just need to tap back into earth and stop trying to fix stuff that's already been perfected. So I'm like y'all 100% as natural as possible.
Yeah.
You all
and I'm gonna have to get some of your unscented soap.
So
Yeah, so my skin can look as fabulous as yours.
she popping, baby. And then that
Hey.
blue is so ravishing on her.
Hey.
She over there looking like, ooh, wee. She is in the market. You all heard the Wall Street backed up.
Backed up, Donald.
By dropping the stock if he don't stop this foolishness by threatening our neighbors who already got an agreement.
Let me tell y'all something. It sounds crazy, but if you have something in the bank, you need to keep cash on hand nearby at all times. At all times. You're going to wake up one morning and can't get to the bank, can't access no cash. You need to have you a stash somewhere in your house, on your grounds. It's so sad we got to go back to burying money in the backyard. That's so sad.
It really is.
Stuff in the mattress and stuff like that.
You better not stuff your mattress.
That
You better
depends on who
I'm
you
just
live.
saying, don't you stuff no mattress. You might get evicted, and that's the first place they gonna look at your mattress. Don't stuff your mattress.
But you know what I'm saying? It's sad that we're back there. You better keep some cash on hand.
Yeah, that's true though.
Because you're right. Cash is still king.
Yeah. It ain't no choice but for us to turn within and to each other, us folks of certain hue.
That's it.
But we preach to community all the time. Ain't nobody coming together. I ain't saying
I
nobody.
know we do. Everybody talks about, they always throw this in every conversation. We have to be there for each other. But that's kind of hard sometimes, it's hard to come together. Sometimes people just not feeling that. It's people not in the right heart to want to do that. And it's sad because these days, everybody does need, and there's so many people say, I don't need nobody. I can do it all by myself. Okay.
You know what I call it? I call it they drinking their own Kool-Aid. They need to try something else. Because here's the thing. Okay, if you don't need anybody else, the next time you get sick, don't call nobody to come help you. The next time you have a child or somebody in trouble and you got a bunch of people standing around that could help, you don't need anybody. Don't ask for help. So if you don't need anybody, then act like you don't need anybody. But this thing about you only need me for certain things, we have lost all our socialization skills, or being a part of the community. That's the word I'm looking at.
Yeah.
We have lost the community because we drank the Kool-Aid. We drank the It's all about me. It's I, me, my. I don't need
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah.
I want everything. You give me everything, and I don't have to give you nothing. They drank the Kool-Aid. They still drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yep. And in the case where it's so many of us that have different niches, talents, skills, and that's where when we need each other, because you may have something that I can't do. I may have something that you need. This person over here, that's how we do. That's how we survive this. But you can't just be like, this is all mine. I ain't helping nobody. I ain't doing nothing. Now I get it when it's comes to a bunch of strangers, because them strangers will turn their back on you, baby, and next thing then they be taking everything they know that you got. But I'm talking about those that you have a bond with.
That you have a relationship with.
We do definitely need each other, because like we started off saying earlier, we can't prepare everything, but you might could get what I can't get, and she might could get what neither one of us have, and it just goes around and around. But it is, having people to be there for you. I don't even know if that's possible.
Because you remember, once upon a time, you could trust your neighbor. You could trust, when I was coming up, and then you get the generational thing. This generation want to blame that generation. The bottom line is, no matter what, we all supposed to have some kind of good common sense. But when I was growing up, I was raised in the housing project. But let me tell you about the housing project. Everybody knew everybody. You could go to bed in the housing project and didn't have to lock a door, and didn't have to worry about waking up with somebody standing over you.
Yeah.
But we lived that way. Every week in this the housing community I was raised in, there was white, black, Hispanic, there were some Italians. Everybody got along. It wasn't a problem. Somewhere along the line, we lost the fact. It's like we no longer look at each other as human beings. Because my skin is different from yours. You're not human, you're something else. Because you do something else, you're not human, you're something else. That is so ridiculous. Because basically the bottom line is, I let a war come. You know what? When the wars came, I see nobody wasn't looking at your color then. They didn't care. As long as you fought for them. As long as you fighting for me, we don't care about your color. As long as you doing for me, I don't care about your color. But on a day-to-day basis, why all of a sudden we go back to caring about your color? It don't matter. It's stupid. Because guess what? We all get diseases. We all get rained on. We all go through disasters. We all get sick, and we all gonna die.
Exactly.
My
Renaissance,
I know, take my rose-colored glasses off. I know, honey. I get it. I ain't ashamed to say it, baby. I have been so naive to stuff. I just do not think that when I hear stuff like that, I'll be like, why would they say something like that? And then down the road, I hear, yep, that's what it was. And then I'm like, what?
Look, I had my period, until I got on YouTube and started really listening to people, and then got involved in the garden community. I was like, what have I missed? Where have I been? I have been lost. It's so much going on. And now it's taught me I don't trust the first thing I hear. I double check it. I triple check it. I look for some facts, because I want to know, because we all know the news is ruled by whoever in control, and they're going to say just what they want you to hear, and you never hear all the facts.
Right.
Gail said, remember, they tried to do that mess with receipts when you go to the store. Yes, I want mine now. Don't text or email me nothing. My grandmama told me to never leave out the store without a receipt, and I always get mine, because they ask, you want me to email it? No, I want you to print my receipt and give it to me in my hand. Bree said, I do Snickers on my channel. You have the HIV medicine. Keep it at bay.
Kept it at bay. Okay.
I came over to poke the button. She on your side, my Renaissance.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Happy Mac,
Happy
I
birthday, she
appreciate it.
came over to poke. Wow.
I appreciate you.
No, how that little image came in my head, and I'm like, oh, she said she came over there to poke the button. How can HIV just rise since there is no medication? Think about it.
Well, since it's transmitted sexually and through human liquids back and forth, yeah, it could easily rise because nobody has enough sense. Well, no, I'm not saying nobody has enough sense. I'm not going to generalize. There are people who don't care who they sleep and how many people they slept with. There was a man who got arrested and put in prison because he knew he had HIV and he deliberately gave it to about 30, 40 women before he got caught, something like that. So yeah, that's so easy to pass. It's a crying shame. And who would have thought syphilis and gonorrhea and all this stuff is making a comeback? All that stuff making a comeback.
It is.
First of all, it ain't never went nowhere.
No.
Yeah.
It ain't never been nowhere. It ain't. My thing is, make this make sense for me. Just somebody help me out.
We're gonna try.
You got a cure for C-19, but you ain't got now for cancer.
Don't. We ain't even going down that road, baby. We ain't gonna even go down that road, baby. Because if we go down that road, we gonna have to talk about all the money that has been going into breast cancer for how many years. We don't have to talk about it all, so we can't.
Let me just say this. Let me just sum that up by saying this: don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm like, come on now, man. Y'all got to work. And y'all talking about these paper masks. These folks got to put on full armor suits and hazmat suits just to go in a disease filter place or a gas. And you think this little paper mask helping you from any of these diseases? Be real, man.
Baby,
these paper masks is not helping anything.
Did Jerry Lewis not do the MD telethon from a young man to an old decrepit man, and there still was no cure for MD? Come on.
Yeah. Y'all done sat here and made millions off these paper masks, and everybody got to make a mask. Every crafter in the world made masks. And I'm like, come on, man, get real. If y'all literally thinking this stuff is saving y'all, come on now. Wake up. You ain't that dumb. And so many people done develop respiratory problems wearing all them masks. I'm like,
Hey, Miss Red, welcome in.
Hey, Miss Red. Whew, boy, they are not. Wait a minute. Happy Max said, look at y'all in here like a whole new planet of people. They are not human. That is so true. They are not about life. What you said?
Yeah.
We can't carry everyone that need to. Hi, Jan. Breeze
I don't know all these acronyms now.
I know Breeze be coming up with all these words. I'm like, what Breeze talking about? Lisa said,
hey,
more twisted minds where they're with boredom. Yep.
Exactly. It's all about power. It's all about control.
The powers that be are so bored, they are using.
Yeah, we're the entertainment. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're the entertainment.
Yeah, causing pain and suffering of the regular people is fun for them.
Yep.
You shouldn't ever have that how we in this position today because of your older boomers.
Whatever.
But see, let me tell you one thing. Even though I like doing these, because there are some people that we help somewhere who just don't prepare. But I don't elaborate it on enough to not know that all of this is a distraction. If you don't keep your mind on the Lord, that's where every time one of these things come up, you have to be focused on him. Because if you keep focusing yourself on everything else, you're not trusting that he's going to be there for you. So yes, I talk about these things because everybody is not aware of the small things they could do. We know a lot of these big things we cannot prevent. We already know we can't stop this. So don't think we that ignorant that we think that we try to save the world. We're not. There are small things like regular storms or whatever that could come through, losing electricity. We can help you prepare for those things. But I'm not dumb enough not to know that if I don't keep my mind on him, that rest of that stuff could drive me crazy.
True.
We are only here to inform and help those who want to be helped.
It.
Now, the only thing you can control in your life is what you do in this life. That's pretty much the only thing, and how you react to different situations. We're not trying to tell everybody to act like we act. That's not the point. This is for information. Hey, David, Corey.
What up, Cropper?
Hey, Cropper, what's up, dude?
So that is why we're here. And you're right about that. If you don't have any kind of faith to stand on,
baby,
you will go through more than what you have to go through. If you don't have any kind of faith.
Yeah.
Keep cash king. Keep cash king.
Oh, no, not them three initials.
I know.
Baby, you better put some C's on there.
When I saw that, I had to do a double take for a second. I was like, okay. When they falsely prosecuted the Central Park Five. Okay. Look, how many stories they are not telling the whole story.
What's wrong?
Peanut butter jar buried under the
Baby, you know what? I wish I could remember half of the stuff that my great grandmother talked about. You know, I just can't remember all that stuff because that's been a long time. She started off early telling us this kind of stuff. Now, you know, some stuff sticks out and you can remember that. But I wish I could remember all the things that our older generation tried to tell us.
You see that?
I seen that where they were saying that one of them banks, them people was going to their bank and their bank balance said zero.
Oh, a lot of them. But
here's the thing, and here's the thing. Banks now, because I've checked with my bank, I've checked with several different banks just to be nosy to see what they're saying. Banks now, where once upon a time, if it was your money in the bank, you could withdraw what you want to withdraw, no questions.
Right.
Now, some banks have a $2,000 limit. If you go over that, you're going to have to fill something out and tell. And look, you love this part. You have to tell them what
you're going to do with it.
Your money on.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have that problem.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, if for those of you who are blessed to be able to have that problem, there's a way to get around that. Go about $5 or $10 under the limit every week and get what you want to account. Yep. They just said you can't do it, but they didn't say how often. So there's a loophole there.
Oh, yeah. I got my own little loophole, but I'm going to keep it to myself because they might be listening.
Uh-huh.
Many boomers I know were glad to get out of the fields, shared bedrooms, and hand-me-downs, didn't want to talk about the past.
Girl, I always talked about my past. Let me tell you something. My mama had 6 kids. She couldn't afford, and my father was on the road all the time. We didn't see him too much. My mother would go to the Goodwill, get a whole bunch of clothes for us, bring them home, and look, she had one of them good department store bags. She bring it all home in the department store bag, wash them, iron them, fix them. We looked as good as anybody else, and I sure am not shopping. Guess what? I'll shop at a Goodwill now if I need to. It ain't no problem. I'm not too above that.
I will shop at Family Dollar. I done bought plenty of Family Dollar clothes. What you
talking about? Come on now. Look, right
what
here.
You talking about?
Right here.
Family Dollar, right Dollar General.
And you know what's, and I've learned that some people you're around, there are a group of people, that's all I'm going to say about that, who feel as though they are too well raised to wear like if I can't fit something and I've worn it once and it just not working for me and I decide I want to pass it to Tampa, there's people who would say, well, thank you, but no, thank you. I can buy my own.
Like
I have been shot down that way.
Yeah.
back in the day when my sister had her kids, she wouldn't take hand-me-downs for nothing. All the kids had to have brand new stuff.
Cousin Angela, I was just thinking about that the other day when they were talking about cutting Social Security. And you know, I'm the type of person, like I said, on social media, especially with groups like, say, Facebook. I was on Facebook long before I ever came over here. Now I don't even really do Facebook. I only go over there to wish people happy birthday. But I know everybody that's on my Facebook page, I have been knowing them, I'm talking 30, 40 years.
Me too.
And I know in the event that something come up, and if I went on there and said, hey, I'm having problems, could anybody just help me out with whatever you can? I probably wouldn't get over $20. But I was thinking about that the other day. That is what people did, rent parties. And the reason I was thinking about it is because with him talking about cutting Social Security, and I know I am $5,000 away from being mortgage free. I figured if I did, you know, ask people to help out just so I could get that burden out in case they do take my Social Security, I'll still have a roof over my head. But then I thought about it, I was like, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Because that's just how they are. And been knowing me 30, 40 years.
Let me tell you something. It's not only rent parties. I remember there were times we would hold them, remember them 25-cent socials?
Yeah.
Those socials paid you some money to help you get through.
Yep, and give them every dime that came from that party. Yep, they did that back in the day.
Do things that help, you know. It wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Estee Lauder, no foreigners, something.
Block parties.
Yes.
Thing growing up as a child.
Yeah.
The only problem with block party now is everybody gonna come strapped.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody gonna act a fool.
Yep.
Some people don't care, but the bigger problem is most people don't know they have it. The medicines keep people from spreading it. HIV is going to kill a lot of people.
You didn't hear? Part of the elitist goal is to minimize the population. They think there are too many people on the planet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're going to be put in place where they kill a lot of people. You haven't heard that one?
I've heard, and I heard it come out of the person's mouth who said it. Yeah.
Yep. So if you know how to keep yourself healthy, you pretty much on your own.
I'm going to tell you this. Everything that they got out here, it is a cure for it.
Most likely.
And the people who got the money are the ones that get the cure. Some of us might be fortunate to get some cure, but not very many.
The government hides a lot, but I research and look at it. The government has a vault with, just like they have a seed vault with every kind of seed on this planet, there's also another kind of vault where they keep the diseases and the epidemics and all those things in there. And I guarantee you with most of them, they got the cures to go with them too. The problem is they may release the disease, but they will not release the cure.
They ain't trying to cure nobody.
Not at all.
If they cured us, it would go belly up. The pharmaceuticals would go belly up. The doctors would go belly up. Ain't nobody trying to cure nothing we got. That's why we have to have wisdom and learn how to research these herbs. I preach that all the time. Don't just pick up one book, two books, three books, because each book is going to tell you something different.
True.
And you got if you are already on medications, you got to research that, whatever the interactions are, whatever the side effects. And if you find out that that's what's best for you, then you're going to have to take care of yourself, because they are not in the business to cure.
They're in the business to treat. Treatment does not mean cure.
Bingo.
Means they just want to keep you going so they can test some most stuff on you. Again, we're entertainment.
And with what they treating you with is going to cause something else.
That's true.
Yep.
Cassandra said there's no money in a cure healthy person. Illness and diseases generate wealth in certain people. Right.
Hallelujah.
Why do you think they will not? What is it? Why do you think the government does not make healthcare pharmaceuticals a part of government? Because then everyone would have access to it. But as long as they keep it privatized, they can charge what they want and do what they want.
Yeah, it's sad.
That was because there were already stuff in place for C-19 that was not supposed to get released from the lab, right? CVR, you are so right. What's up, Crop? Let's stop letting people come here.
You know what? Even if they let people come here, the story will still be the same. The government is going to do whatever
that goes for all of us. Are they letting people come here? Can we go there? At free, like I just get up and just say, "Oh, I'm just moving to Africa tomorrow."
Well, see, I already know about the original owners of this country. That was taught in my history classes when I was young. They don't teach that now, but that was
absolutely not. And they're trying to take it out. That's why they trying to remove it.
Yeah, I already know. The indigenous people were here long before anybody was. The indigenous people were here. Christopher Columbus came by and just decimated a lot of
who came by who?
Christopher Columbus.
That man ain't never stepped foot on this property.
What I'm saying,
he ain't discovered nothing. He ain't never came over.
What I'm saying is when he came, he abused a lot of indigenous people. Even though he
don't come over here and discover something that's already here.
Hey, sure.
Man, you sitting up under the walnut tree having a picnic. And somebody come over here and say, "Oh, I discovered my Miss Jones chewing Tampa."
Yeah.
You
know what? That's just like the British. They went to India and talking about they claimed that land for Britain. Everybody going to everybody's business and claiming for them.
Hey, Miss Cheryl, how you doing? Man.
Hello there.
We, the people of this land, regardless if you agree, they made being black a crime. That's how they got an enslaved or prisoners of war population. Yes, we are, but we welcome others to come here and live with us. Now the visitors have taken over and don't want to live in peace with the original owners. Right. They don't want the original owners here because then the truth will come out. And if the truth come out, then guess what? You're going to be exposed as a liar. So that's why they're banishing books. They're banishing a lot of stuff pertaining to the history of the original people of this land.
And please do not take this personal, anyone. But this is what the educational system is trying to do. They're trying to raise a generation of idiots who don't know anything and will believe everything.
True. Natasha, hey.
Hey, Natasha. And it is up to every grandmother, great-grandmother, because sometimes the mothers, you can't even find them. But it's up to whoever is, the anarchy of that family to instill these kids in what history is, because they are snatching it from them. They will never know their history if the parents don't teach them, or the grandparents, or whoever. But you cannot just let them go around all willy-nilly thinking things is what they see now.
Yep, that's true.
You know what?
Bree said, just stop having sex if you...
A nice sentiment, it will never happen.
It's not funny, but the way he said, baby, I'm got to stop having. One, they mad. What they do is they mad because somebody gave it to them and they want to pass it to as many people as they possibly can.
Because back in the day, before they had something that would extend their life, They felt like if I'm going to die, I'm going to take some with me. That was the key thing, because they used to write it on like mirrors. When they took some girl home and they slip out, and when she wake up, it's written on the mirror. That's what they wanted to do. If they was going to leave her, they was going to take as many with them.
Renaissance, that's how they're doing now. Look at the crime. They don't want to just go after one person or hurt themselves. They want to take people with them because they're angry. So I'm angry, so I'm gonna make you suffer too. Yeah. I'm sorry. I heard somebody, or I was watching a video and I heard a guy say, they asked him, "Why'd you shoot him?" "I wanted to teach him a lesson." I'm like, excuse me,
well, somebody a lesson,
and they dead.
Wow.
Now if you hit them in the leg, you might have taught them a lesson.
Yeah, they'll wait
out of here. He didn't get the
lesson at all.
Yeah, because they're gone. If you, I'm like you said, if you hit them in the leg, they're gonna think about it. They're gonna remember it. It's like falling down. If I fell down the other day, and trust and believe, I was hurting.
The other day?
Just the other day, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I fell on concrete. and I got up, and now look, that taught me a lesson to be more careful. But guess what? I'm still here. Now I'd kill myself.
Should have taught you a lesson.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the lesson it should taught you, fall and hurt. Your bones don't heal like you did back in the day. You might want to be a little more careful.
Yeah, well, I just they gave me a bone density test the last time I went to the doctor.
Breeze, you welcome. Sylvia said, I advise everyone to become debt-free by any means necessary.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, that ain't easy said and done, but
to be honest, I think that right there was a publicity stunt, but hey, that's just my opinion. I don't think he ever had it, so.
But you know what? You know what you said, debt-free. Let me just say this. Here's what I learned. You know how people call you and try and bug you, say, pay this bill, pay this bill. Did you know legally, if you're not able to, if you send them the minimum is $10. If you send them $10, guess what? They got to stop calling you. They can't bother you. That's the law.
I learned that years ago.
If you didn't know it, let me inform you. Send them $10. They have to stop calling you and stop harassing you. And if they don't count them calls, record them calls, then they will have to pay you a penalty for every time they called you and harassed you.
Be your own best health advocate.
Absolutely. You know what? Here.
Exactly. I was just going to say, my Renaissance preached that to me.
Baby, I preach that all the time.
Be your and then she be like, tell them to do this kind of test. Do that test. My Renaissance be on it. I be like, okay, I'm going to tell them. And the doctor be like, who you be talking to? I said, none you. Just do the test. And they'll do the test. It's a hamster wheel. Well, that's true. We're in a rat race. That's what we in. Who can get to the cheese
going
first?
In circles.
Look at rabies. Other countries dropped the rabies vaccine and marshmallow treats from airplanes. They won't do that here because they want to collect data on how it spreads. Wow. That's why they trying to stop Medicaid and Medicare.
Oh, Lord, girl. Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, and we third world country, tent city. Come on now, what you talking about?
Yes, misery loves company. TLC said they keep trying to rewrite history. About 10 years ago, they had to be called a group of history books because they said the slaves were immigrants.
Oh, my Lord.
You know what? See, you got to understand. That's like saying the Holocaust was just a group of criminals who got caught. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
There is a mental.
I tell you what. Look, I tell you what. If you happen to be one of those naive people who believe that we were immigrants, go back and start checking old newspapers. I found some newspapers in Mississippi about how they hung folk. They got pictures of people hanging from trees and all that. How's that immigrant? They ain't no immigrant. Now, yes, a lot of immigrants did get treated bad, but the two worst groups that have ever gotten the worst treatment on this planet is melanated folk and Jewish folk.
Y'all, please smash the like button. All I can say is prepare as best as you can for you and your family. Have an exit plan. Have some passports. Have some pew-pews and some lead mint. And if you don't know what lead mint is, it's what goes in your pew-pews.
But I didn't know. And until my sister took a trip to Hawaii, I never knew you had to have a passport to go to Hawaii.
You don't have to have a passport to go to Hawaii.
She had to get a passport to go to Hawaii.
Baby, Hawaii is part of the U.S.
If you live in the states, but you go outside that, well, Hawaii is in the ocean. She had to get a passport. They had to get passports.
Wow. But I know you don't have to have a passport to go to Hawaii, or is it what is it? Puerto Rico?
I don't know.
Puerto Rico? One of them. I don't even include the J folks. They dirty. They messed the rap game up. They were hanging having a block party while doing it with a Bible in their hands. And that would be tripping me out. Y'all doing all this evil and wicked stuff and have the nerve to touch a Bible.
Woo, and talk about Christ all the time. What part of the Bible they read? Because I'm confused. I said I was naive, but I'm confused about how they think that what they are doing and how they feel about different people, and they betting everybody. That can't be. They could. The Bible got to be different than the one I've read.
Good night, Miss Red.
Well, I don't know what they read.
I know. Good night, Miss Red.
Good night.
Good night, Ann. Said good night. We are all in trouble living in the USA. What you said? I'm getting me and Mackenzie passports soon. ASAP. No passport for Puerto Rico or any American Caribbean island. Hawaii, you ain't supposed to have now. So I don't know why they had to have a passport.
So then, well, I'll tell you what, any one of you who are fortunate enough to travel to Hawaii, please let me know if you had to have a passport. But my sister had to get a passport.
Well, Gail said the devil knows the Bible.
But yeah, the Bible says the devil knows the Bible, but he trembles. He's afraid because he knows his time is short. That's why the devil knows the Bible. It's like anything else. We are the devil's enemy. So of course he know the playbook. That's how you defeat your enemy. You try to defeat your enemy. You know what they know.
Sure.
That is very true, honey.
Yep. And Cheryl said, only if you go to another country. Hawaii, you don't have to have one. But Canada, you do.
But you didn't have to. Because my daughter went to Canada and she does not have a passport. She drove to Canada. Pissed me off. You know how stressed off I was? This girl drove to Canada by herself.
But Canada, you supposed to have a passport.
Well, she didn't have one. She still don't have one, and she went to Canada.
Yeah, I know you don't have to have one.
After that.
I'm wondering if some of this stuff they just do random.
Just make it up as they go, baby.
Stuff.
Well, I do know Alaska, you don't have to have a passport, but Canada, you do. Hawaii, you do not. And Puerto Rico, you do not.
Look, let me tell you something. The only way y'all get me to Alaska, everything better be done defrosted up there.
I want to drive to Alaska. I want to take a road trip through Canada to see the Niagara Falls and then drive to Canada. I mean to Alaska. Somebody told me you should have been a truck driver. I should have.
You would have done well.
Yeah, I should, but I'm about to be 49 in May. These bones, hips, and knees ain't gonna do it. Yep.
Yeah, that driving is not really good for the knees unless you're a real good sportsman.
Can y'all? I know. Can y'all give the people some encouragement words before we shut this down? Because we 1 minute from 2 hours. Cousin said road trip.
Road trip.
I most definitely want to do a road trip, man, Mackenzie. And then I want to go cross country on that Zephyrna train.
Hey, Olives Peppers.
Hey, Olives, where you been?
Yep, where sin abounds, grace abounds more.
I'm not loving no enemy, so bye. I'm not doing that.
But you know you got to keep your enemies close, baby.
I ain't loving no enemy.
Because you got to keep an eye on them.
Because that right there don't make no sense to me.
What is that saying? What is that saying? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Enemies closer.
Yeah,
because
they talking about some
and planning all the time.
Talking about something, you got to love your enemy. So somebody rape you, beat you, try to kill you, do all this. You supposed to love them. I'm about to do. No, I ain't doing all that. Yeah. Miss me with that.
Well, encouraging words from me is try to find you a little community, somebody you can trust, whether it's family or not, because you know some folks are better as family than your real family. So try to find someone you can trust and someone that's going to have your back and you have their back as well. Because I don't care what goes on in this world, you can't do it alone.
Cheryl said they stop your Social Security if you go to another country during this administration. Wow.
Well, since I don't like to fly, they don't have to worry about that. And the way these planes, they're doing something to these planes because they're dropping out the sky a little bit too many for me.
Well, they don't have the proper people that's supposed to be manning them planes. They done fired every doggone body. Everybody is fired.
Yeah, I know they got an automatic 18-wheelers, but I can't do it now. I'm too old. I waited too long.
But you know what? There used to be a saying that the people have the power, and the people do have the power. The problem is the people have allowed the government to separate us so much to make sure that we don't trust anybody, so we will never be unified. Because you remember years ago, there was a lot more unification in this country, but now it's so sparse because look, they talk about the planes and stuff. They're not safe. Let everybody go on strike and don't fly for 3 days. Guess what? The companies will change. Let everybody stop doing this for a few days. This country, the people have enough power to shut down anything they want to make the necessary changes. But we have allowed the government to put so many barriers between us. We don't trust each other to do anything. And until we get some of that back, get ready. You better pray, prepare, and prep because it's going to get really, this is just a taste. This is not even close to how bad it could get. No, and it will get. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
So all I can tell you is pay attention, learn things. People tell me, Miss Jones, you're so smart. No, Miss Jones does a lot of research, and Miss Jones reads a lot, and Miss Jones listens a lot. That's why Miss Jones knows what she knows. But you cannot assume that you automatically know it. You better look it up and just pray, prep, and prepare. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to get some more storms tomorrow.
Gail said
storms.
We got some more. We just had some storms come through. We supposed to get some more.
Our temperature was 70-something degrees today. It was beautiful outside. No clouds in the sky, no nothing. It was gorgeous today. Yeah. And then I hit a pothole and bust my tie today. I was mad. $93 went down the drain. Well, that tie was $101 went down the drain.
But you know what's hurtful? Even though I know it's true, but it's hurtful coming from other people. I have ran because I do not have a TikTok. But you know, TikTok, a lot of TikTok flows through YouTube and Facebook. So I do get to see little small things, but you know, I can't go really into them. I can just see that one little portion. And I have seen so many people talking about us, talking about how we are never there for each other. I mean, everybody knows we are never there for each other. And it's hurtful to hear somebody else say it because we say it all the time. We say it all the time. But to hear somebody else tell us that that's our problem, that we are never there for each other, I'm like, wow.
But let me. I had to correct someone one time where he said, "Well, y'all culture, y'all don't support each other." He said, "Excuse me, you need to back up." See, that's not my culture. See, a culture is a unified belief and the way you do things. That's a culture. Your character is your individual belief. In this, I mean, my world, those are their individual beliefs. Because see, that trash and that mess, that's not my culture. That's their character. Right. And you will not inflict their character on my culture. So I have to tell you, but yeah, there are some things because we don't teach our young people. We don't teach them. I love young people and I'm constantly feeding them information. I love them. I teach them. Even if they tell me I'm crazy, I was like, okay, here's my answer to that. When they tell me I'm crazy, I was like, sweetheart, just keep living. You get it. I pray you get it the easy way, because if you don't get it the easy way, you're going to get it the hard way.
Cheryl, we are in a recession and on the tip of the worst depression ever.
Sad but true.
My runners to mind their business.
Right.
Tell them to
right.
Stop and every time they see 3 or more of us together.
I don't worry about them.
It's the way children are raised.
Yep, that's pretty much what Jones Truth just said. If you don't teach these kids, yeah.
All I can say
train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from. I was trained. I may have wandered, but I always came back, because when you train them up the right way, you give them a foundation, you give them some anchor, you give them something to hold on to in their times of trouble and problems. So yeah, train them up the right way.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. You can have it. Miss Lady, Miss Tampa.
All I was gonna say is y'all try to prepare as much as y'all can. Let go of anything that you know you can't have no control over.
Ann's backyard said a ship crashed 25 minutes ago.
Hey Siri.
Everything is crashing.
What ship crashed 25 minutes ago?
Okay, I found this on the web for what ship crashed 25 minutes ago.
Donate plasma today and receive up to $700.
An oil tanker and cargo ship.
Damn my Siri.
It was an oil tanker and a cargo ship.
It was a cargo ship
and an oil tanker.
Jet fuel tanker collided in the North Sea.
Yeah, that was on the 5:30 news.
Wow.
Yep.
We enjoyed you all too, Gail. Thank you for coming through.
We are a military ship.
Yeah, it was a military ship.
Well, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It has been a blast to hang out with you guys, especially you, my Renaissance grandma, Miss Jones Truth. Thank you for coming up and sharing your piece.
And don't forget, you are to look me up as soon as you hit the great state of Mississippi. Remember, you said you was coming to somebody's birthday.
Who is somebody?
Your grandmother or somebody?
Yeah, get that right. My somebody got a name.
No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. I had to think for a minute because
that look he was giving you, I was like,
hey, Renaissance, I got side eye and everything.
What
happened? I got side eye and everything.
It is like let go of what we can't control. We can't control it, so let it go.
Yeah.
They say, I'm supposed to come to my grandmother's 93rd birthday.
Good night, TLC. Good night, Ann. Good night, Gail. Good night, Mike. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
See y'all
in the
boy. YouTube streets. Hey, Facebook, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys over there as well. Bye.